Hello again, it's Troy Hansford, your real estate advisor, out for another video blog. Hey, we get the question all the time, what can we expect on a home inspection? So we brought you along on one that we're doing today so that you can see what actually takes place during the inspection process. One of the big aspects of a home inspection is the HVAC system of the home. We're going to take a look at the heating system.
On all heating systems, the most important thing to think about is what type of system that you're evaluating, boiler or furnace, but they both have the same basic components when it comes to the type of fuel source that they are feeding. And we're looking for any type of gas leaks that are coming out of the burner assembly as well as the jets. Looking at if you have access to look at the heat exchanger to see if you see any potential issues with the heat exchanger. A good CO detector will determine that for you. This happens to be a boiler, so we're evaluating the number of zones as well as the pump, and then the pressure, the water pressure coming into it and the temperature leaving it.
Basically, we're going to take a look at the electrical panel. Jason, what's something you're looking for?
So looking for proper wiring as well as overheating of any of the circuit breakers, as well as any improper wiring, wire size for this type of circuit breaker, as well as has any circuit breaker been double lugged. Here is the main water shutoff. Always look to ensure that it doesn't have any leaks and that it's properly bonded back to the electrical system. This here is the main sewer cleanout. This is used in the event that there is a clog in the system, and that's where they would come to do that.
What are you looking at there?
So this basically tests the circuitry for any electrical outlet within 3 feet of a water source. This is called a ground fault circuit interrupter device. It trips much faster than a standard outlet, only because of the fact that we're within a water source. We want that to trip if something accidentally falls into that, so nobody gets electrocuted.
Where do you find those?
Typically in the bathrooms, the kitchens, any wet areas, bar areas, and even outside.
What are you looking for on a gas stove?
A couple of things. First, just ignition, and then second, we'll put a gas test to it just to make sure that we're not getting any CO leaks around the actual rim of the unit, and then of course checking the oven to make sure that it gets up to temperature.
What are you looking for on the windows?
Looking for any water intrusion, any moisture staining that might be occurring, and then just general operation of the window itself to ensure that it does what it's intended to do, open and close, and then also looking on the glazing to make sure that we don't have any condensation in between the panes, which just means that the seal has failed on us.
We're going to make the attic access. What are you looking for up here, Jason?
Looking at a couple of things. First thing, of course, is insulation and ventilation to determine R values as well as proper ventilation for the type of structure that they have. And then the second thing that we look for is the type of structure that it is and make sure that it was framed properly as well as proper material used. And then lastly that we look for is any type of potential roof leaks that occur, and you can see that up in the attic better than you can at the exterior.
Looks like we can measure the depth of the insulation. Once again, thanks for tuning into our video blog, and as always, if you know someone that could benefit from our real estate service, we sure appreciate your referrals.